What's going on, guys? It's your boy Gio from HAIRGC, and in today's video we're going to talk about some common myths surrounding ketoconazole shampoo, if it's even worth your time or your money to purchase it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what is ketoconazole exactly? Primarily it's an antifungal medication used to treat a number of fungal infections that cause inflammation, some forms of acne, and dermatitis. The thing about ketoconazole that is interesting, though, that it is shown to improve hair growth. It's also reported to have some effect on DHT, the primary hormone responsible for baldness in men. Studies in the treatment of androgenic alopecia revealed that ketoconazole-based shampoos increase hair density to some extent. However, while ketoconazole is safe and useful, it's also not a miracle hair loss cure. Like many non-prescription hair loss treatments, there are a lot of myths and rumors about ketoconazole, what it can or cannot do for your hair. So I'm going to be trying to debunk some myths and trying my best to give scientific facts about ketoconazole and if it's worth having in your hair loss prevention routine. Myth number 1 is that ketoconazole blocks DHT production entirely. Yet there's absolutely no evidence to support this claim that ketoconazole has any real effect on DHT levels of the body. However, scientists think that there could be a link between ketoconazole and DHT that could potentially cause a local disruption of the DHT pathway, meaning you shouldn't rely on ketoconazole shampoo as a DHT blocker. If your hair is starting to thin or recede and you want to lower your DHT levels, you'll most likely need to use a more potent FDA-approved medication like Finasteride. Myth number 2 is that ketoconazole is more effective than Minoxidil. Although ketoconazole is linked to some improvement in hair growth in some studies, there just isn't enough data showing that ketoconazole is as effective as Minoxidil. With that being said, most studies that test ketoconazole as a hair growth agent find that it does have a measurable effect on the growth of anagen hair follicles. To clarify, anagen hair follicles are hair follicles that are in the active growing phase. And myth number 3 is that ketoconazole can regrow lost hair. This myth isn't without some truth, though. While ketoconazole can't regrow hair that has fallen out as a result of male pattern baldness, it can potentially help you regrow hair that's thinned out as a result of it. In other words, hair that isn't completely lost for good. Since ketoconazole is primarily used for seborrheic dermatitis and one of its severe conditions cause temporary hair loss, it's normal for most people to mistake the hair you regrow from treating seborrheic dermatitis as permanent hair loss that is reversed because of ketoconazole. The very sad truth is that any hair you lose due to male pattern baldness is for the most part gone for good. While a number of hair follicles can grow back with the use of ketoconazole, the only proven way to regrow patches of permanently lost hair is through a hair transplant or a much more aggressive form of medication. Unfortunately, while ketoconazole might be effective in treating hair loss and improving the rate at which you regrow new anagen hairs, there is no proof that it is as effective of a hair loss treatment like Minoxidil or Finasteride. Which is extremely frustrating because, after all, who wouldn't rather use a daily shampoo rather than take a pill or apply hair growth serum or foam? So if you're suffering from severe hair loss caused by male pattern baldness, unfortunately, ketoconazole won't be enough to stop it. While there is absolutely no harm in using ketoconazole shampoo, especially one that you can buy over the counter, you shouldn't primarily rely on it as a replacement for Finasteride and Minoxidil. So I personally think that ketoconazole shampoo is worth having in your hair loss arsenal as an additional tool if you plan on using it with Minoxidil or Finasteride, especially considering these two have plenty of scientific data to back them up, as well as millions of successful users around the world. So if you want to check out our video about Finasteride versus Minoxidil, check the description box for a comparison of these two medications, and also check out our website HAIRGC for anything and everything hair and beard related. And with that being said, that is it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And let us know if you found the video helpful in the comments down below. My name is Gio from HAIRGC, and I'll see you soon.